Hi, I'm Kale.
And I'm Andrew. Today is October 28, 2005, and this is BHS News. Now here's Kale with a look at this past week's events.
Congratulations to Tyler Killen, Christina Scudder, Andrew Linhart, Shayna Rusk, Jacob Shipman, and Kimberly Elsie for being named to the Tri-County All-Conference Baseball and Softball teams.
Monday, the Brashear Elementary 5th grade participated in an archaeological dig. The dig took place down in the long jump pit next to the basketball courts. They were digging for buried pottery, which corresponded with an Indian story that they have been reading.
Who's your sketcher?
Saturday, the Brashear Marching Tigers participated in the annual Truman State University Homecoming Parade. There were 13 bands total in the parade, and we received 3rd out of 6 in our division. Monday was the Tri-County Conference Choir. Katie Stewart, Stephanie Linhart, Shelby Rogers, Abigail Wheeler, and Sydney Slavin all were selected and participated in the event, along with 86 students from 8 other schools. Last Thursday, Nick Barnett, a Spanish major junior from Truman, did a presentation to the Spanish class about Los Dias de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. He also talked about a trip he took to Costa Rica last summer.
Due to rainouts in the regular season, Senior Recognition Night was held for softball last Thursday at the basketball game. Seniors Sheree Cole and Stephanie McKim were presented with flowers and balloons. Also, girls athletics held a service auction to raise funds for their program. During the auction, around $1,600 was collected.
This week was Red Ribbon Week, and Thursday the entire school gathered in the gym for the Strongman Show. Men from the Jackson Weightlifting Club acted several feats of strength and talked about being drug-free. On Friday of Red Ribbon Week, our guest speaker was a former BHS student, Amanda Fisher-Clark. She gave a presentation on the dangers of meth. Now here's Andrew with this week's sports.
Last Thursday, Green City came to Brashear for some junior high basketball. The girls' B team started off the night and blew Green City away with a score of 8-2. The only 2 scorers for Brashear were Alexis Harrelson and Stephanie Elsie, each with 4. Next, the boys' B team came out and completely destroyed the Green City B team with a score of 18-0. Leading the scoreboard in that game was Cody Snelling with 10, followed by Daniel Smith with 4, and Zach Reeves and Jay Scudder each had a basket apiece. The girls' A team came out next and started out fairly slow, trailing by 4-2 by the end of the first quarter. The girls slowly worked their way back up until taking over the lead in the third quarter and not looking back after that. Final score of the girls' game was 11-9. Emily Ladwig led in points with a score of 5, followed by Amber Alexander, Stephanie Elsie, and Ashley Culp, each with 2. The boys' A team came out to make Green City their next victim and took a commanding lead with a score of 12-2 in the first, and never even let Green City have a chance, ending up winning the game with a score of 53-24. Brashear had a lot of scores in this game. Leading was Kylie Watson with 12. Justin Hazen followed closely with 11. Next was Ryan Fertig with 8. Anthony Ambrosia with 7. Matt Thomas with 6. And Hunter Higgins with 5. Cody Snelling and Zach Reeve each added 2 apiece. Last Friday night, the junior high Brashear Tigers hosted Mary Immaculate. The girls started out the night extremely slow, only scoring 2 in the entire first half. The second half proved better for the Tigers, though, coming out scoring 9 in the third and 6 in the fourth. But Mary Immaculate's lead was just too strong, and the Tigers fell short with a final score of 21-17. The leading scorer for Brashear was Emily Ladwig with 7, followed by Shelby Rogers and Ashley Culp, each with 4, and then Alexis Harrelson with 2. The boys' game was a real nail-biter. Throughout the entire game, both teams had the lead and lost the lead repeatedly, until losing the lead for the last time in the fourth quarter. The boys finally fell short with a final score of 33-27. The leading scorer for the boys was Matt Thomas with an astronomical 17 points, followed by Anthony Ambrosia and Cody Snelling with 4, and Daniel Smith with 2. Monday night, Atlanta became the next victim for both the boys and the girls. The girls started out the night staying very close to Atlanta and then taking over the lead by halftime. Then, with a last-minute free throw from Adrian Mountain, the Tigers finally pulled ahead 24-23 to end the game. Leading scorer for Brashear was Emily Laddig with 12, followed by Amber Alexander and Ashley Collop with 4, and Caroline Slavin and Adrienne Mountain each added 2 apiece. The boys came out and shut out the Atlanta team, scoring 16 in the first. Then the Tigers just kept driving up the score point by point until finally ending up with an astronomical 46 points, only allowing Atlanta to score 16. Scoring was extremely spread out for the Tigers, but the leading scorers were Kylie Watson and Cody Snelling with 9 apiece. The junior high boys still hold an undefeated record this season. Tuesday night, the Tigers traveled to Bevier to make Bevier yet another victim. The girls started off very strong, more than tripling Bevier's score the entire game until finally ending up with the final score of 28-8. Scoring was very spread out in the Bevier game for the girls, with Caroline Slavin and Emily Ladwig each with 8, followed by Amber Alexander with 6, Stephanie LD with 4, and Sydney Slavin added a bucket to the winning effort. The boys once again had a monstrous night. Although falling behind early, the Tigers finally found their groove and worked back up with a little help from Kylie Watson's astronomical third quarter, ending up demolishing Bevier 48-16. The leading scorer for Brashear was Kylie Watson with a whopping 14, followed closely by Ryan Ferdig with 13. Next was Cody Snelling with 6. Trey Treasure, Justin Hazen, Anthony Ambrosia, Hunter Higgins, and Jacob Owen each added points to the colossal win.
Thanks for watching.
See you next week.